Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner, Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer? Dog.
Oh well, I'm mile high right now. It was crazy. I thought I was going to be the one questionable with weather, dealing with 24 to 30 fresh inches of snow up here. Power has been out, although it seems like they've got it back on the mountain. So I'm going to be doing some metaphorical nose beers, just swimming in the snow today, Sean.
Yeah, no, LA sucks. The power went out last night and then woke up in the middle of the night. You know, all the lights randomly turn on when the power's back on. And then woke up again this morning. It's still out. So we're going to have to, figure out some emergency situations for watching the game, for God's Eye. It's really sad to be here in the studio with no God's Eye.
I know. Poor Los Angeles got a little rain and they shut down. The rest of the country is completely shit on, but poor LA.
Bradley saying, Sean, you look tired AF. Yeah, what are you? I had a couple cocktails. Yesterday was New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's, by the way.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Colby's my dad 420 saying he gambled way too much this week. Please gamble responsibly, everyone. All right, and here's how we do it. We'll answer your questions, give out some DGen plays, and then, also build a DFS lineup. We got it all. First up, Davante Adams or Jerry Jeudy, Ryan?
Oh man, how do you sit Davante Adams? You're in your championship. Davante Adams got you there, and you're really considering putting your championship on the back of Russ? I don't think I could do it.
Oh man, but Jared Stidham. I mean, Jerry Jeudy's been good these past few weeks, even with shitty Russ as his quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
I'm worried that the Raiders, the Raiders offense, Davante Adams went out of his way to say the reason he's there is because of Derek Carr. I don't know. That certainly scares me.
Again, it's like that weird. There's that lurking these guys are going to play, but we have no idea what kind of output we're going to get. Which is, I can't remember a more volatile. The whole reason we do the championship week 7, a week before the end of the year, is so we avoid some of this weird variance. And these coaches now they're treating like it's a Madden franchise. All right, get this guy out of here. Got to get a good look at Jared Stidham. Maybe we'll get a 4th round pick for him in the market.
Yeah, I that's close. I guess I would take Davante Adams still, but I would do a combing of the Raiders blogs to see if he's actually going to try today.
Oh yeah.
All right. Jeremy W wants to know Lions and Bears to score a touchdown in each half. I don't know what's the price on that, but I like that.
Seems too easy, right? How could that possibly not happen? I certainly would bet yes before I bet no in that game.
Yeah. Dryden wants to know Hill and Waddle plus 165, plus 175 anytime touchdown. I get there's a backup quarterback, but that seems wrong, right?
It's like taking incomplete for both quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. You're going to hit on one and hopefully walk away with a. I certainly look. I think this is a bad spot for Miami. I know people are ignoring it, but I'll be curious to see what happens. The defense has been scheming stuff up well. I certainly think we've seen other teams kind of take Hill away a little bit, and so if I'm playing anyone, I think I'd play Waddle today.
Yeah, I think you were on it, Ryan. The second half for the Patriots defense has been really good. As far as just not allowing a bunch of touchdowns and or points. So I'm with you. I don't mind, I see where his head's at. You sprinkle a little on each, hope one hits. That feels pretty good. So I'll say do it. But it's all gonna come down to Teddy Bridgewater just giving them, a little catch and run stuff. So hopefully that hits for him.
I love how lit the chat is this morning, Sean. Lots of questions.
I know. Bucks and Giants parlayed together. Money line, let's go. I don't know. I would not be putting Tom Brady in a parlay in 2023. It's a good New Year's resolution.
Support has been gaining from the team for Charlotte native Steve Wilkes to keep the job as the head man for the Charlotte, aka Carolina Panthers. Anytime that's basically a contract incentive news story to me. I want nothing to do with that game. It is in the first half parlay. Why don't we just give that out right now? I
Let it
took
rip, Ryan.
I took the under in this game. It's under 20. I don't care how low it is. I think this is going to be a gross game. First half, a lot of teams trying to establish the run, maybe with little success. So I went under 20, Carolina and Tampa Bay, and then I went Washington Commandos minus a half, Detroit Lions minus 3.5, Denver Broncos plus 7.5, and the New York Football Giants minus 3. First half parlay of the new year. It's going to pay 23 and change to 1. Sean, I got this one down at the beautiful Harvey's Lake Tahoe. Went and checked out some old mountain town smoky casino feel. Everything you can imagine. Not a lot of energy. Was not lit, but did get down with the first half parlay and some other fun action. So again, it's in the Discord already. If you're in the Discord, Carolina, Tampa under 20, Washington, Detroit, Denver, and the Giants all on the spread. Let's fucking go. We're going to win the first one of 2020.
So here we go. Terrell gave out his anytime touchdown parlay. Justin Fields, Jawan Johnson, Hollywood Brown, Darius Slayton, 84 to 1. That sounds good, minus the Jawan Johnson. I will toss out a round robin anytime touchdown parlay, Ryan. You heard it here first. First one of 2023. Give me Jelani Woods plus 500. Give me Velus Jones Jr. plus 650. And give me Elijah Moore plus 310. Round robin anytime touchdown parlay.
Jelani Woods is a smash spot if you're willing to couple your chances to Nick Foles. That's the
which I'm willing, Ryan. Willing and able.
The slight caveat there.
All right. Trevor Lawrence over 240 receiving yards.
Passing yards, I'm not sure. I was just having this debate. I'm in the last week of the FFPC main event, and the question was, do we start Kirk? We don't have a great option. It would be like Matt Collins or James Cook or Cade Otton. And it's like, I'm terrified of these situations where we now know the chances of Jacksonville winning and getting in with a loss next week still exist. They're greater than 0, but they're very close to 0. So how could the Jacksonville Jaguars possibly play this one all the way to the end? I see people giving out ETN as a great cash running back option this week. That would terrify me. You have to lean over because maybe they get it done in the first half. Maybe he's able to get this number done in the first half, but you have to imagine they're not playing to the end, right?
Yeah, I don't. Well, and also too, like I think Texans randomly show up for these games. Like, dude, they played him really well last time. It's not like he lit them up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull up his.
We are just coming off a game where we saw them play Malik Willis, though. So you might be a little skewed in terms of their ability to pass the ball or ability to stop.
Yeah, I mean, they held him to 6 points last time they played. He did throw for 286, but they also picked him off twice. I mean, he threw for 286 on 47 attempts, so it's not like he was particularly efficient. So I would go under, actually, because of the rest chance and because I think they do all right against him.
Yeah, there's that risk. Go ahead.
Brandon Cook wants to know Slayton receiving props, Ryan. I'll let you chime in on that one.
Well, I mean, I would say continue to play him as the big play guy. Maybe the longest catch is the best option with the emergence of former practice squad guy, now absolute stud out of Oregon State. My favorite Beaver, Isaiah Hodgins. Who, by the way, watching the NFL films work with him, he's an absolute dog, Sean. So I still would play Slayton to have some big plays though. So I would look to play the over longest reception prop.
Let's see what else we got here. Shane, where was Shane? Shane wants to know pick 2: London, Lockett, Dotson, and Foreman. That's tough.
London has to be to me. London has re-entered the world that I thought he was going to be all season, which is the lock play. He's a big target. He's clearly the focus of that offense, and I don't know if Arizona has anyone that's going to take him away. So to me, I'll lock him up. Who do you think the second guy is for you, Sean? Lockett, right?
Yeah, so many plays though. I mean, I don't know. The injury thing is worrisome. The Carson Wentz, Jahan Dotson thing is pretty fun. I would probably. I would probably just go. Yeah, I'd go London and Dotson. Actually, I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes guys do really just have a nose for a big play and around the end zone, and we saw how much Carson Wentz seems to trust him, or at least be willing to give him those shots. So I'd go dot. Yeah, I'll co-sign that.
Yeah, and someone else asking about Darius Slayton or Tyler Lockett. Lockett injury scares him. What do you think about this lineup? Fields, Barkley, McKinnon, Dortch, Gage, Sun God, Komet, Akers, San Francisco defense.
I think you're getting a little cute with the Russell Gage angle, but I mean it's been productive. I don't hate the lineup. I think it's you got the cheap kind of high value, like a guy like Dortch has been popping on the optimizers and stuff like that. Fields great cash play today. Sean gave Mattis's GPP lineup QB as well. Not much to hate about this lineup.
No, I mean, yeah, again, Cam Akers, the only thing that's worrisome is that, like, can he do it again? But still, like, tough not to think.
Great
What do you guys think of?
transition. Oh, I was going to say great transition. We should do a lineup.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
All right.
So are we going to do the Mike White lineup?
Yeah. What do you mean? Are we going to do the Mike White lineup?
So Mike White, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore.
That's the double. There's no question
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah.
I mean, Elijah Moore had 10 targets last Mike White game.
And they're so everyone in this stack is so affordable that it's going to allow us to park whatever Escalades we want into our. I'm still scrolling down. What is it? Elijah Moore's 3,500. Jesus, do we bring it back with anyone?
I don't know. I'm fine
Kind of
not
have
bringing
to,
it back.
right? Don't you
Why?
kind of have to with Seattle, the way Seattle plays?
Yeah, I guess I put in DK Metcalf.
Or is DK Metcalf going to get the sauce, or do we not
That's why
care?
I don't like. I mean, I like Jets a lot for the game. I think they're going to struggle to put up points.
Yeah, but if you're playing a Mike White lineup, I think you have to assume that Gino and them are going to push the pace. You can't let them get up and just run the ball.
Put in Noah Fant.
There
Isn't
you
like
go.
Will Disley out?
Yeah, that's the move. Now you're getting sharp, John. This is a very sharp
Thank
lineup
you.
we're building right now. All right, so we obviously have some high dollar choices we can get to on the running back side. I won't be the one to say Barkley, but we've seen the usage there with him. There's even some
Yeah, sure. Are we
deeper.
worried that now that he realizes they want him back, he's going to stop running hard?
That's just a horrible take. Like not even a serious football guy take. I don't even really know where else to go with the running backs here. Obviously,
I really
I mean,
like James Conner. Now that we got David Blau back there, I think he's going to get a ton of usage again.
I don't mind stacking that game.
Saquon Barkley, yeah, put him in there. James Conner.
All right. Do we stack? Do we stack either? I think the Atlanta game is stackable. Would you want to play a Drake
You can put in
London?
Drake London.
All right.
How are they 6-point favorites though? That's crazy. Desmond Ritter a 6-point favorite.
Because David Blau blows. Blau blows.
Yeah, but
right.
he's probably just as good as Desmond Ritter right now.
We have 8,200 for our flex. I penciled in the Giants defense as a correlated play there.
No, get rid of the Giants defense. That's way too much for spend on the defense.
Okay. So who are we putting in the flex?
How much do we have?
With the Giants defense, we could spend 8,200. So we can spend whatever we want.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Justin Jefferson, Jair Alexander talking all that smack, trying to get the record. I mean, you could talk. Tyreek Hill is boom bust. Yeah, let's put in Justin Jefferson.
2,600 for the defense.
And then maybe we even bump up James Conner. Is there anyone above him?
It's a weird week for running backs. I mean, you go to 72. You can go up to Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey. I don't mind Christian
really
McCaffrey.
like any of those.
Oh, you don't like McCaffrey today? I think he could have a huge day.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I think they're gonna work in some of their other running backs. He's a guy you want to start resting now.
Odd for them to remove the tag. Then I guess that would be my take. I
What do
mean,
you
do you
mean?
want to play it? He's not questionable.
No, I know he's not questionable. I'm just saying I could see them not giving him his normal massive workload.
What about Eckler? Same thing. Could be
I
some
don't know.
rest.
I'm worried about his knee too. I know he's
We
off the
talked
injury
about that. You
report.
know what? We talked about Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, we can put
How do
it.
you,
I mean, I have Dalvin Cook in my other lineup, and I have James Conner in my other one. So I like both
well,
those plays.
let's do Cook instead of Connor.
All right. Now, how much do
And
we have for a
well,
defense?
now we have to. Well, now we want to get off Jefferson though, because he's in our
Why?
flex. You want to play Cook and Jefferson?
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Well, then who would we play instead?
I mean, I think Tyreek Hill is still interesting. Devontae Adams is not going to be a popular play. Could get a ton of targets. Sun God's still up there, although he'll be chalky. To me, I think we play one of the. If we want to be different-ish. Oh, yeah, I think man, the slate is really gross this week. I think we go
Why don't we
that.
Why don't we upgrade Drake London?
Yeah, now that we're not stacking that game, good point. So who's the play? Do we stack the Minnesota game with Cook?
Um,
You like a Green
Meaning,
Bay receiver?
what's Romeo Dobbs?
Watson questionable. We let 4,700. Love that play, and
Okay.
we can still play a smash at the top. Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle.
Kind of like Waddle better or AJ Brown.
Whoa, well, now we're getting the AJ Brown in there. I'm fine with AJ Brown. Although Latimer's back, are we worried he's going to get his lunch taken by Latimer?
No.
All right, this will be a good talking point when he does. 4,600 for a defense now.
Oh
We can
well,
still
maybe we should do play Tyreek. Fuck it.
3,600 for a defense. This is a good lineup. We can play any defense except for the top four.
Yeah, I still like Seattle's defense. What are they?
against
3,200.
against the Jets.
Oh no, not Seattle. Jets.
I don't think we play the Jets defense with all of this though, because we want there to be points there.
How is it? How is the Jets defense cheaper than Seattle's? That's crazy.
I mean, I'd be fine with San Francisco's defense again.
Yeah.
All right, we have
Where
700 left. We could upgrade, or we could just stand pat. I don't even know where we would upgrade.
Where do you go off Dalvin Cook? Is there anyone who's at 7,700 or
No
78?
one. I mean, it's like a dead zone. The way we would come up is probably we'd upgrade Dobbs. We'd get off the game stack. We'd upgrade Dobbs to someone who's 5,400, or we could actually upgrade Dobbs to Lazard if we wanted to, coming off an
Oh
11
yeah,
target.
yeah. Get Lazard in there.
All right, now we have $0. Good.
Perfect. Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
I think the SGP bank is in negative balance right now, so we're gonna need to win a couple, Sean, to get things back to normal. All right, let's rattle off some more questions.
Minshew, Goff, or Trevor Lawrence?
Goff. I mean,
Yeah, that Bears defense is really bad.
as much as Sean could make a case, I'm sure for Minshew, it just seems like there's going to be points in the Detroit Chicago game,
It's
and
highest
that
total.
offense is that offense
Highest
is
total on the
clicking right
board.
now.
Don't think it. Don't overthink it. Cards, Pats, moneyline parlay. I don't hate that. Plus 452. Let's go.
I mean, the Cardinals as just a strange dog today, just because you're fading that Atlanta team is always going to be interesting. It's kind of similar to that Houston spot where it's just like this kind of, even with all the situation, it feels like this is a coin flip.
Christian Kirk, Terrell's pointed out, needs receptions for a contract incentive. So good
Receptions
thing to start
and
looking at.
receptions and yards, but it's like one of those things where he doesn't need huge games both weeks. I think it's something like 122 yards and he gets a $750,000 bonuses, but it's staggered. And so, like, we still have another game next week against the Titans, who not a great pass defense either. Certainly though, it bottom line, I'll be starting Christian Kirk in the FFPC main event last week. So
This guy likes Saints, Dolphins, Texans, Browns, moneyline dog parlay. Thank me later. No way. Get out of here. How do I join the Discord? sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Andy guessing my blood alcohol over under 0.08.
oh wow. You
Hey,
getting
I
lit
walked
last
here.
night?
I had a couple cocktails.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't mean I was lit. Although at elevation, Sean, one Jameson on the rocks, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
At sea level, Ryan can have a full 1.5 glasses of
Yeah,
Jameson.
I'm a lightweight. I'm proudly a lightweight.
Yeah. Nick Green saying Mike White is a future shady insurance salesman. I can't believe he's still in the league. Listen, the Mike White love is just the fact that he's not Zach Wilson. It's really, it's really the greatest, quarterback you could ever follow because the expectations are so low. So, all right. What else we got? Kyle P pointing out how Jair Alexander was talking shit on Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson does seem primed to go off. Did we take him out of our lineup, Ryan?
We did, but I wouldn't. I could flip that around. Like, do the Packers really want to be the defense that he sets the all-time record against?
Sure.
I think that matchup. I mean, again, I'll use the Giants as a reference point, but Adoree Jackson is not the best cornerback in the league, and he has taken some of these guys out of the game. And so I think Jair Alexander motivated against Justin Jefferson with the way I watched Kirk Cousins play last week. I'm not expecting Kirk Cousins to have a monster game, and I'm not expecting Justin Jefferson to have I'd bet more money that Hawk has more yards today.
Yeah. All right. Do we play Greg Dortch with no DeAndre Hopkins?
I mean, do you believe in David Blau? I mean, do you remember him in Hard Knocks? His wife's the better athlete in the family. Not that that's
Cousin Mush saying Jamal Williams anytime touchdown. Listen, if anyone can cause Jamal Williams not to score a touchdown, I think it is you, Cousin Mush.
Someone Jeremy threw out TJ Watt over a half sack today. Obviously, love that. Love some sack props. Man, lots of choices today. Another incentive guy, Zay Jones. I'm sure you saw the news on what he needs to get done. So a lot of people love Zay Jones today. Jacob wants to know, pick one: Zay Jones, Cortland Sutton, Jacoby Myers, Jahad Dotson in PPR.
Oh,
Zay Jones is another one. It's incentive based, but
I still like Jahan Dotson. He gets those deep targets. Cleveland's defense is pretty bad.
Yeah. I'd probably lean Zay Jones again, even if the first half he might be able to get that done against that Houston defense. I mean, we'll see. Jahad Dotson to me feels more like a running back play where you need the touchdown to really get home. Kyle P likes Fournette, 6 catches or more at plus 290. Honestly, you could probably play that both ways with both running backs. One quick note on this: our guy Dalton Cates pointed this out. The disparity in outcomes or in output last week was really about Fournette just getting lucky on the drives he was in, that they were elongated versus the 3 and outs that Rachaad White was out there. So maybe you play Rachaad White as well as a fun way to, because it just seems like all that offense can do is check down.
Cameron Kerr saying, guys, positive vibes for Steelers win tonight. Don't need a week 18 sweat for over 7.5 wins. Then we go cash the ticket in Vegas division week and get drinks. Love it. You know us. We're a Steelers show. Yin, I like Yin's. What you got this week?
It's Mike Tomlin. He's going to fucking work. And at the end of the day, I am not getting in the way of the freight train known as Mike Tomlin winning more games than he loses, period.
WV Punch Drunk says, did the Jaguars stick with it, not Paul Lawrence and company? I kind of think they do, but again, I would just stay away from really betting any sort of props or or DFS stuff in that game. I think it's going to be an ugly game, low
I
scoring.
remember. I'll never forget. And if you've seen, if you're familiar with Tom Coughlin and what he did in the league back in the aughts, you might remember this. But week 17, the Giants were facing an undefeated Patriots team. The Giants did not need to win the game to be in the playoffs. They were already in. And Tom Coughlin said, "How could I go to my guys and talk about all the things we could do and couldn't do, and we just got to go out and play to win the game. We're football players." And so to me, I said this, I think when we previewed this, like Doug P, the way this team is playing, like why would you want to stop the car and put it in the garage for a week? So if you're asking me to make a bet, I think they go out there and they take care of business. Maybe they take care of business well enough to get some rest in the fourth quarter. But it does terrify me. But a gun to my head, I'd say Doug P plays to win the game.
Eric saying Rams plus 6.5 sprinkle money line. Yeah, no, I anytime you're fading the Chargers as a favorite at home, you have my ear. You have my attention, sir. I'm with you.
How many non-Charger and Raider how many non-Charger Ram jerseys will we see in the building for this game? Could be an all-time high. Bunch of NFL caps.
Danny Locks wants to know Juju or Hollywood Brown. It's kind of an interesting one there. You know, with David Blau as quarterback, I don't know.
Be careful. I'll give you some inside Iggy from the Reddit streets. I don't know if it was widely reported, but Hollywood's lack of uses last week was he found himself in the doghouse. And I don't know if he's found himself out. I think people are just trying to do mental gymnastics because there's an opportunity for volume there. But it seems like there's a rift between him and the coaching staff.
Yeah, he showed up late to a meeting, that kind of stuff. So I would go Juju.
Well, that's what they're saying. It was late to a meeting, but it sounds like it might be a little bit more than that.
It's always a good Skull clapped them cheeks 420. What up, everyone? Happy New Year. Skull Vikes. F the P. I'm assuming he means fuck the Packers, but you know, if you want to F a different P as well, you're right as an American.
Fuck the pussies. Let's go.
Fuck it right in the pussy, like Jameis Winston said.
I got a couple. Right. I got a couple random props too that I wrote.
Do we play a David? Do we play David Blau first touchdown? The guy runs for his life.
No, his wife is faster than him.
Yeah, all right. You're a hater, Ed.
I watched Hard Knocks. I don't need to be a hater. All right, couple random props for you. Shocked to see Tyler Allgeier's rush attempts prop down at 15.5. They're favored by 6. He's the bell cow now. If things go as they're supposed to, he's definitely going to go north of that number. I would fade Hollywood. I actually wrote down fade his number of 69.5 receiving yards. That felt just too high for a guy who might be in the doghouse. Also, another guy who stripped his Alvin Kamara, no Saints stuff on his social media. It's a fresh start for 2023, whatever that means. Under 63.5 rushing yards. And the last banger I'll give you, DJ Chark over 3 catches today. Thought that was insanely low.
Love it. Hey, let's go. Hopefully we'll see you tonight. Assuming I get some power. Go Birds. Brian, give us a final score. Wow, my eyes look pretty bad. Give me a final score prediction on Giants Colts before we leave.
We'll go 24-9.
Colts
defense
win.
Has
Let's
a day.
Go.
Defense has a day. Let's go.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
I'll be mile high today. Good luck, everyone. Let's go, Giants.
Kramer, let it ride.